On today's episode of Pathmonk Presents, I've got a very special guest for me joining today. Please welcome Raven McShane, who is heading up with the folks at Forward Platform. So for all of you who don't know, Forward Platform is an integrated program administration solution that incorporates all essential components, people, and technology into a single streamlined workflow to effectively secure and equitably administer your critical resources to help communicate and thrive. Raven, it's an honor to have you on our show today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. We're honored to have you here. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us what, the Forward Platform is all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you said it at the top, right? We are the leading comprehensive integrated program administration solution. Our customers are state and local governments across the United States. And at this point, Forward is already helping over a dozen customers in dozens of states administer over $1 billion in programming and assistance to their communities. We're doing that by modernizing the government's approach to administering those programs by really integrating all of the different services and components and people and technology just into one single streamlined and secure solution. It's really what sets us apart. So whether that's setting up an application on the back end so that someone can actually fill out an application to apply for some funding or some programming, to doing the community outreach, marketing to communities. Not only are we marketing for Forward, we also market on behalf of the programs that we administer. We do support in multiple languages because when you're thinking about a program that needs to be equitable, you can't just have language, English and Spanish. You have to be really inclusive in those languages. We handle all of the eligibility screening that an applicant needs to go through to demonstrate that they're eligible to get the program funding that they're applying for. We have really robust fraud detection, and then we do award distribution, as well as live reporting. So Forward, really, we're set up to distribute resources faster than ever before, while also at the same time cutting down on waste and fraud and administrative costs so that communities are able to get resources more quickly.
Great. Thank you for giving me more of an in-depth as to what the Forward Platform does. So then who would you say your clients are? Is there a certain, sector or industry that the company mainly focuses on, or do you cater to all different, industries?
No, so the Forward, our customers are really state and local government agencies. And within the government, we're really focused on departments and agencies that are tasked with administering government funding. This is different types of funding like rental assistance, emergency cash, guaranteed income is a big trend in government spending right now to support low-income folks. We also do work with government agencies that are supporting their business communities and their business constituents, so small business grants, disaster relief. And then as we're starting to think through and shift into funding that is more related to climate change, we're administering programs that touch on home weatherization to help reduce people's energy costs by helping make sure that they can get new windows installed or insulation put in their homes, right? Like these are the types of programs. It doesn't, when we say resource, it can mean a lot of different things. And then we're also doing some workforce incentive programs, a couple of really interesting programs to support low-wage workers who are doing homeless service providers and people who are working with doing in-home care for senior citizens. So some different ways to support people who need more resources. We have found, when we think about that ideal customer and that ideal persona, is that with the time constraints that are put around a lot of these government programs and these funding deadlines, that there's a lot of work to be done to effectively administer these programs that we help with. And at the same time, government agencies and the workforce within government is shrinking. People are retiring, people are resigning, people are leaving for different reasons. We all remember the Great Resignation of 2021. That impacted government in a huge way. And it takes a long time to fill those roles. So we've seen that the number of open roles in government is increasing while the amount of work that they have to do is also increasing. And so they really have needed some help in administering these programs because they just don't have the staff to do it. And that's really where we come in.
Awesome, sweet. I love how you walked me through it. You're, like letting us know like the problems that you're solving, how you help with the local governments as well to be able to fill in these gaps and what your company's doing overall. So I think that's great. So then how do your clients find you in general? Is a lot of this through word of mouth? Is this through like SEO and content through inbound?
Our customers typically find out about us we find them really through the public procurement process. So when there is a new program out there that a government agency needs a vendor to help administer, we will go and bid on that opportunity. We have gotten a lot of work through that, which has been great. What's been really powerful is every time we go and win one of those deals through that public procurement process, for us, that's a new relationship that we now have with a customer. And we have found that those relationships are really powerful and worth so much value for us and for our customers. What's really great about this, and I'll give an example, is we bid on an opportunity to support the city of Kirkland in Washington State. And we won the deal, we won, yay, public procurement, bid on this thing. We are now administering like 4 other programs for Kirkland because that we now have that relationship with them. They know us, they trust us. And in that scenario, it's a tagline that we use often in our marketing materials now. Our customers said to us, "You are our back office superpower." And so the power of those relationships and maintaining those relationships is really important for us. And that also results in these referrals with from one government to another and to neighboring jurisdictions. We've seen similar luck in Southern California. We work with Long Beach. We now have multiple programs that we're running with Long Beach, and other cities neighboring Long Beach are turning to Long Beach and saying, "Hey, you're doing such a great job administering this small business grant program. What's your ticket to success?" And they're able to confidently say, "Oh, we work with Forward. You should too. Let me put you in touch." So that's really, I think, how a lot of our audience is finding us, is through the public procurement process and through those relationships and referrals.
That's amazing. That's awesome too, especially where it's like, once you cultivate one relationship, something good is going to come out of it. It's going to open up doors as it has for the Forward platform. So that's awesome. So next thing we're going to talk about is the website. So I looked through your guys' website and I think it's great. Right at the beginning, you got, "We move your community forward." So my question is, what would you say are the major strengths of the company's website and then an area of improvement for the website?
Sure. Our website we really view our website as a tool in the toolbox. So it plays an important role in the prospect's journey. It is not the be all and end all, but it is that important and critical tool to provide a central hub to build awareness, educate, to engage, and then hopefully to convert. So our prospect's journey, it's not a linear journey. And really at any point, as they're going through what we would call our sales cycle, our sales process, they're going to revisit our website several times just to refresh themselves about what we're doing. And because we know that about our customer experience, we're also constantly updating and improving that website. So our website is really, really focused on that education, the one-to-one conversions, and then engaging those customers to get them to a spot where they want to have a demo. I think the other really important thing about our website that I want to touch on is we set it up and we include a lot of case studies about work that we've done in other communities because we want our customers to see themselves in our solution. When they come to our website, we want them to see examples of what they've done, understand the story and like the reason why Forward can be a powerful tool for their government, for their agency, for their program, and see themselves in that story. That's really what we're trying to accomplish with our website. In terms of what I think some of our areas where we could use some improvement, optimizing every area of our website is really important, and making sure that it's really interactive, that the demos and videos there's lots of downloadable content, and then just continuing to add more and more of those case studies. One thing that we have, it's a blessing and a curse. I wouldn't, maybe not a curse, but it's a blessing. It's a two-sided coin, right? When we are launching these programs and working with customers, at the end, it's like, okay, great, that project's all done. You want to put a bow on it and move on. We have found that our customers just keep wanting to work with us. And so it's hard to sometimes have that closeout moment where we can capture the total picture of the full case study because they're having such success with us. They want to just keep adding funding to their programming, which is great. But it also means that we don't necessarily always get that like nice little project is over, put a bow on it, write a case study and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, definitely. I hear you. Well, thanks for summing that up for me. I really appreciate that. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about you as a leader. So what does an average day look like for you?
Oh my gosh, an average day for me. Love to get up and hit the gym in the morning. I did not used to be a little early bird, but I have found that I just, and I like to get started pretty early. I work my best in the mornings. That's when I have my best like brain power. And so I'll spend just my first couple of hours in the morning, mostly blocked off for meetings to get in and do a little bit more of that focused creative work that might need to happen, whether that's building out a new strategy for go-to-market or thinking through how to scale a new team within my department. Like that's my time to really do my deep thinking. I think another big part of how I spend my day is leading and supporting my team. There are 13 folks working within my department right now and helping clear hurdles for them, remove roadblocks for them. I'm really here to set all of them up for success and to help them set goals and then achieve those goals. That's really my role. So I spend a lot of my time in meetings with people on my team, talking with people on my team, trying to be really responsive to them to make sure that they have all of the tools that they need to hit their big goals.
Sweet, that's awesome. And I really love how, you are the perfect example of what a leader should be. I'm here to help my team. I'm here to champion them. How can I remove these hurdles? And I think that's great, honestly.
Yeah.
You got a power team. So that's awesome.
Yeah, they're a wonderful team. They're great.
If someone were to forget about everything you talked about in your interview today, what would be the one thing you want them to remember about the Forward platform overall?
Oh, I think what Martha from Kirkland said, that we are government's back office superpower.
Okay. Super awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us again. And for all our listeners out there, check us out next week on Pathmonk Presents.